What's up, everyone? Hey, so yeah, why do so many people have so many problems? Why? It's like everywhere you turn, people got so many problems, so much drama, so many issues, things don't work right, and they're not inspired. Why is that? Well, I gave the answer in the title. Why people have so many problems? Because they're not inspired. Okay, if you're not inspired to do something with your life, if you're not inspired to live a life of purpose and meaning, if you're not inspired to do better, to improve yourself, then yeah, you're going to have all sorts of problems, because most people use that ability to avoid responsibility. A lot of people use these things that happen to us in life to avoid responsibility, and then they become victims, and then that's how they live their life. And you know what? Honestly, I believe that we have the ability to create a much better world. We have the ability, it's a little hot, I gotta get some air, but we have the ability to really make a difference. And nothing drives me personally, nothing makes me more crazy than seeing somebody struggling with making no effort. A lot of times you see people who are just struggling and struggling and struggling, and they're like, I'm trying so hard, I'm trying to do good, bad things always happen to me, this is blah, blah, blah. I'm like, and you know what? It's like, look, first of all, you have to accept what you have in life. Doesn't matter where you start, because where you start's irrelevant. Okay, do you know about Bill Gates' childhood? Do you know about what junk he went through when he was young? No, you don't care. Nobody cares. The world doesn't care. The world doesn't care about your problems. The world will never care about your problems. Nobody cares about your problems. Nobody. I mean, seriously, what people care about is what inspires them, is what you do that inspires them. So what are you doing that inspires people? I mean, this is almost like just a total rant, because I'm just sick of seeing people struggle with making no effort. I'm like, you have to make effort. You got to make an effort to make things better. You got to make an effort to get better. You got to make an effort, okay? And yeah, you might try things and you might fail, and failures are fine, but it's not the world's problem and nobody cares. But you can learn from it. You can use everything to your advantage, everything. And the problem is, people are not inspired by your problems, but what are they inspired by? They should be inspired by success. Good people will be inspired by your success, and they'll want to learn from you. And but outside of that, like your problems or things that are wrong, or why so many people, it's like you see so many people on the streets, or struggling with issues, that it's so annoying to me. Why? It's not that I'm better than anyone, but it's not that I have that complex either. It's just that I have a different attitude. My attitude is different. My mindset is different. Because you realize that your mindset will determine everything that happens to you and everything that you get, because it determines how you interpret situations and how you respond to situations. And why people don't know this, and why so many people don't apply it, is what drives me crazy, because I think this world could be radically different if people started taking responsibility, if everyone started taking responsibility for themselves, for their bullshit, yeah, I said it, for their garbage, for everything that's wrong with them and everything that's wrong with their world. If people just started taking responsibility for things, man, this world would be so much better of a place, and everyone would get along. Life could be totally different for everybody, but it's the mindset. You got so many people ingrained in this negative, like, defeated mindset, and the world isn't going to nobody's going to hand you anything. You got to go get it. You got to go bring value. You got to be inspiring. You got to inspire people. No one's inspired by your problems. They're inspired by what you create. And in every moment you're creating something. And so if you're creating like this lack and negativity and fear and worry and anxiety and victim mentality, woe is me, the world's against me, on and on and on. If you're creating that in every moment of your life, first of all, no one's going to care. You're not going to inspire anybody, and you're going to continue creating shitty situations. You're going to continue creating bad situations. I mean, that's just the way it is, And so if you could take control of your interpretation about events, you can take control of your attitude and your mindset, then you can change the world. You can not only change your life, but you start changing everyone else's lives, because you can be a foundation. You build a foundation. You create you become an example of what it means and what it looks like to actually live inspired and be inspired. You know, I mean, you should wake up grateful every day that you have the opportunity of being alive, because it's not going to last forever, but you can experience things today that nobody and no one will ever experience the way that you can. And so that should be inspiring to you. That should be what inspires you to wake up and do anything in the morning. Don't wake up and be a victim. Don't beg on the streets for money. Don't drive around with your bumper hanging off your car because someone hits you and slowing down traffic because you're a victim. Nobody cares. Nobody. And nobody's ever going to care either. And that's the thing. That's the harsh reality. That's the harsh reality that I think people have to face, is that, you're ultimately responsible. Make the best of it. Make the best of whatever your situation is. And most of all, just focus on your attitude until your circumstances change. So this has been a bit of an epic rant. So I hope you guys learned something from it. You got something valuable from it. And most of all, I hope you guys are motivated and inspired to go out and do something valuable. Talk to you soon.